Let's go straight into why Serge Gatari was wrong about the done for you versus done with you fulfillment vehicle debate, okay? This video came to be because of this video that he literally made earlier today, where he literally starts going over why he believes that you are failing in an SMMA, and that the reason why is because maybe some people are looking to transition between done for you and done with you, okay? So what I want to do for the sake of this video, guys, is just straight up tell you my thoughts and why I believe that he's actually completely wrong when it comes to this, okay? And the biggest reason why, before we actually get into everything, is because at the end of the day, done for you, do it yourself, done with you are just fulfillment vehicles to actually solve a problem, okay? So first thing first, and I want to make this clear, there is no intention whatsoever on talking anything negative about Serge. As a matter of fact, he gives great advice and you should go and follow him. But that being said, there are three major problems with his video, which of course can mislead a lot of people to believe or to get married to the idea that done for you should be the way to start your online business 100% of the time. At least the case of the SMMA, since of course, as he actually put it here, he is for SMMA, okay? Now, the first thing that I want to mention is that debating about whether you should start a done for you versus a done with you type of offer is a pseudo problem in the first place, okay? Because listen guys, that literally means that you're going to base your entire product to market fit by deciding what you want to do instead of seeing what problems the market has, and more specifically, the group of people you're looking to help with your business, aka your niche, okay? Remember, when you're starting any sort of business, you don't want to be like, hey, should I do done for you or done with you? As if that was the reason why you're going to actually solve problems or why you're going to make money. At the end of the day, you're going to get paid by the level of the problems that you solve. Of course, you can charge more money if you do done for your work, you can charge a little bit less if you do it yourself. But again, what I want you guys to understand is that at the end of the day, out there in the market, what actually does exist is problems, and then you as the business owner, you gotta just solve them. That's literally the goal of the business, okay? Some examples, certainly most people would prefer some sort of end-to-end done-for-you solution, since of course it's easier for them. But remember, there's always going to be people or room for big companies who would much rather pay for consulting on or done-with-you setups on YouTube ads, on cold email. For example, a lot of our clients, what they have been doing is that they come maybe from Twitter and they have this idea of running a cold email lead generation agency that is 100% done for you. Guess what? And in case that you're watching this video, you run a lead generation agency, every client that you have is like running an entire business just by yourself, okay? Because it's really hard to run ads, to run cold email campaigns, do a lot of things. And of course, I'm not saying that because of that reason you shouldn't do done for you. I'm just saying that there are going to be always a market for people who actually just want to understand how the solution is done so that they can do it themselves. So that of course they don't rely on you, because that's another thing. For some really big companies, they're not going to have any interest in having an outsourced agency handling a lot of the work for them. Instead, if you are an expert at what you're doing, which you should, of course, whether that is a cold email, YouTube ads, cold calling, cold email client acquisition, whatever it might be, what matters is that these companies are going to at least be willing to pay for your YouTube ads knowledge so that they can actually start running YouTube ads profitably. They are also going to be interested in doing campaign building, CRM implementation, inbox management when it comes to their cold email campaigns, right? Or for lead sourcing. When I used to run my agency back in the day, I used to do, as a matter of fact, that's also why I talk a lot about this, I used to run a cold email lead generation agency, right? And guess what? I used to, with no problem, land clients. I used to get them the meetings, and of course they just had to close them. But guess what, guys? There was a time where they said, hey, you know what, like, I honestly don't know why I have to pay you X amount of money per every call that you book. So instead of me trying to battle and say, hey, let me just pursue my done for you cold email lead generation agency as a service, what I started to notice, and a lot of my clients actually agreed to this, and this was the actual solution for them, and we were able to scale profitably, was set up the campaign launch, write the cold email angles, the inbox was co-managed between us and the actual client, and guess what? Once that was built, all we had to do on a monthly basis was just give them the leads, and that's it. They just, after they learned how to actually do the inbox management, guess what? We actually started doing a done with you service, which was just done for you in the part of lead sourcing and getting them the leads, but it was done with you in the sense of just coaching them on how to do them. What I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, it's just a matter of understanding what the problems are so that we can best go around solving those problems and actually help people, right? And again, he gives the way to make it out example when he was talking about the jungle and looking for a highway instead of just trying to get out of the jungle. But again, the way out is not working harder via done for you necessarily. It's about seeing what's opportunity or problem to solve that will help you make it out or get out of the jungle, just to follow his idea, right? Regardless of what business model you're running, okay? So this is the first one, that the actual done for you versus done with you is actually a pseudo problem, because at the end of the day it's literally about what sort of problems you're solving plus what your niche is actually looking for. That's it. Second thing is, one model doesn't exclude the other. Like, if you think about it, you can have a done with you offer with done for you components. For example, his own offer places BAs and setters to his clients' companies, which is great. Guess what? Of course, he's going to have a program inside that's done with you. He's also going to do coaching calls and co-manage the people, I guess. That's also done with you. And guess what? The actual training and recruitment is done for you. So guess what? That's a done for you offer that has done with you and even do it yourself components. Another example, my own offer. I myself, what I do is I run a coaching company, Royland. And guess what? The first thing that we actually do with our clients, which is really done with you, is the entire market research process and sales messaging development for our clients, so that we can actually guarantee that the product to market fit, number one, but most importantly, the actual marketing equation that is going to actually allow them to make people actually want to hop on a call in the first place is actually managed. And of course, the market research, they have to do it, but we have to literally sit down with them to come up with the perfect offer and the perfect, most importantly, messaging that is going to resonate with cold traffic, okay? And guess what? We also do place BAs, and we're starting to develop also some connections to do software so that we can actually give to our clients that they can automate their entire outreach altogether, right? But again, at the end of the day, it's not just one or the other, it's both. Or you can have a done for you offer with do it yourself components. For example, e-learning products. Let's say that you're running, let's say you're running a Facebook ads agency for real estate agents. And guess what? If you, for example, onboard clients, you give them the leads, you actually get them calls so that they can actually focus on closing, or you give them listings, whatever it might be. Then if you actually do give them a program that shows them how to, some best practices to close deals, some best practices to manage the pipeline, to work the CRM, to track their leads, to track their numbers, if you give them access to a community, all of those things, guess what? Those things are not done for you. Those things are literally e-learning products that you're leveraging for your done for you offer, okay? So as a matter of fact, this is even better, because when you actually start combining different fulfillment vehicles to your core offer, what ends up happening is that you end up with a market differentiator. And of course, when it comes to business and when it comes to marketing, the more different you are, the better it is, since of course it's innovative in the marketplace. So guys, what I just want you to understand is that it's really important to not get married to one or the other, because that's a big issue, that you are getting so fixated in the actual fulfillment vehicles of your offer and the actual problem for your clients that you don't even focus on what actually matters, which is how you actually deliver the end result in the first place, okay? So these are the two major ones that I see from the video, but I also want to talk about another third one that, again, this one is not super direct to the video that Serge just shared, but the non-spoken fact behind the video is that you shouldn't teach, consult, or coach someone on something that you yourself have not done. Something that, of course, 100% agree with. But for a lot of people getting into the make money online space, guess what? The actual problem is not thinking about, should I do done for you versus done with you? It's more about leverage according to specific circumstances, okay? I just want to also be clear when it comes to this, because I know for an absolute fact that this is not something that Serge just woke up and said like, hey, you know what, let's do a video on this. He actually mentioned that it was because a client of his asked him that question. But again, what I want you guys to think about when it comes to this topic specifically is about what is the leverage that you have according to the specific market circumstances, so that you can have leverage with your business, okay? And listen, again, like I was saying, this is not direct to Serge, because his video explicitly states that the problem for SMMAs, aka people that are doing done for you services, but realistically people watching SMMA, agency, high ticket closing, Amazon FBA, drop shipping videos, etc., are all interested in simply getting money online. And guess what? I know that his audience is made of those people. My audience is made of those people. So that's why also I'm making this video. It's not just to, to have some sort of YouTube conflict with anyone. Like, again, as a matter of fact, what I was said at the beginning, no intention whatsoever on talking bad about him. He's a great person and you should follow him, okay? Now, that being said, I think that he's wrong, and I want to give you some examples. Let's now talk directly to the person that is interested in starting a business, okay? You just got a degree to be a nutritionist, or you know a lot about dieting, and you have great results, and you yourself have made a transformation for you on losing weight, for example. Are you going to start an SMMA just because you see the trend over there? Of course not. Why don't you start selling consulting to a certain demographic that you actually resonate with, or that there is a huge demand for, and help them solve a specific problem? Losing weight, gaining muscle, get old slower, whatever it might be. And listen, once you are clear on this, aka you have your niche and you have the actual problem you're looking to solve, you're going to be at this stage like, okay, done for you, done with you, or how should I go about it? Listen, done for you versus do it yourself. Do something new. Why don't you offer consulting? Plus, you give them a list of things that they can buy to eat, right? Plus, show them how to cook certain healthy things on your community. Do it yourself. Plus, go with them the first time that they go to the grocery store after they become customers to show them the best practices when going to the store. Done for you. Guess what? That's literally a combination of everything. So why are you getting married to one or the other? Another one, you've been working a sales job, right? Maybe you sell cars and you became the best salesman in the one place that you used to work in. And guess what? Are you going to sell ads to help car washers or car dealerships get more clients? Because you want to follow the trend of help other people make more money? Of course not. What you want to do instead is start selling coaching to car businesses so that they can improve their sales because you became the best salesman somewhere else, or some sort of sales team placement, or even a course with group coaching included where you teach business owners who sell cars how to actually sell their cars more efficiently and extract the most value and how to market the dealership themselves. For example, of course, that depends. I also want to give you some examples from some of my clients. Ernie Johnson, one of my clients, he used to be an appointment setter. And what he did is that he started an appointment setting agency for coaches. And this was from scratch and scaled it past the 16K per month mark in the first 92 days working together. Another example, Mark Whaney. This is a really interesting example actually because when we actually met on a coaching program that we were the both of us in. And he used to be a financial advisor to other entrepreneurs because he studied finances. And then after he actually became really good at his own coaching offer for other entrepreneurs who wanted to get their finances straight and just save money on taxes, etc. Guess what we did? He also used to be a pastor. So what he did is now help people that are involved in the church or that don't really make a lot of money but are involved in the church, start their own business and make money online by actually leveraging his knowledge. And again, he scaled his coaching business for Christian entrepreneurs past that 10K per month mark in his first month. Is literally about leverage. It's about understanding the background and the story. Now, my point is you gotta have a mix of both. Specific personal points of leverage according to your own story, to your unique skill set, etc. And most importantly, of course, the market gaps. Okay? Because at the end of the day, this is another thing. Whenever there's a market gap, you can always, if you can actually solve it with your current knowledge and expertise, by all means go ahead. You're going to just save a lot of time. If not, if you are 100% sure that you want to solve a problem for somebody, you can always learn the skills that are going to solve the problem. And yeah, for sure, the best way to go around is done for you or by doing the work yourself or whatever it might be. But again, it's not a matter of deciding one or the other. It's a mix of both and what actually works best for you. Okay? Now, call to action time. If this video gets more than 50 likes, I'll do a video on how to transition from done for you to done with you effectively. And this is, of course, if you are looking to start scaling profitably your agency or done for you service. And I will do another video on how to decide what done for you components to actually add to your done with you / do it yourself offer to separate yourself from your competitors while building something unique, different, that other people are going to be willing to pay you thousands of dollars for, instead of simply selling a course or a program like everyone else, so that you can actually separate yourself even more from your competition. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. Subscribe to the channel. Also, thank you, Serge, for making the video and giving me the idea of making this. So yeah, love you all. Bye.